Well, that was quick. We are back already.
Woo!
And whoa. Okay, well, hold on. Let's keep that down. As we were scouring the floor, I noticed somebody practicing safety. And I said to myself,
that man needs to come on our show.
And I looked and I said, is that Mark Fiorita, my friend from years and years and years? And I looked and it was him. Mark, welcome. Not only have you been on the show, but now you're a repeat guest. So please.
Hey, we've never had a repeat guest.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Like I'm going to have
a lot of them. Everybody else we've had on has been on 4 or 5 times by now.
Yep.
So I'm just a repeat. I'm not a repeat offender.
That's a whole nother story, and we'll keep this on the down low until it airs.
That's after the fact.
Mark has been a friend of ours since I've been in the industry. I feel like I met Mark 5 years ago, and we've just been best friends ever since.
Texas Motor Speedway.
Woo! And
that was the first event that I planned and put on. Was that one in, I think, 2017?
I believe that's right.
Myself. And you came.
I came.
Big Pen.
Yeah, when I was CEO there.
Sponsor there. They were sponsored.
Yep. So we brought an LNG tanker in, and Mark and I have known each other since New Orleans 2014. We'll never speak of it again.
Glad he remembered.
Mark is with Trimble. Mark, tell a little bit about, AGA. We want folks to go to your website to learn all about Trimble and being one of the pioneers of GPS in the world, all those great things you guys bring to the table.
Didn't y'all invent it?
I think they did.
Well, technically, we didn't invent it, but we did acquire the rights.
Even better.
Charlie Trimble acquired the rights from Hewlett Packard.
In what year, though? That was like...
Oh, that would have been probably 78.
Okay.
So 40 years.
That's before James was born.
I was 2.
I was 2 also. I turned 42 on Sunday.
I won't tell you what I was doing in 1978. We'll just leave that for another time.
Head of HR.
That's why we were going to do it for
head of home runs. I love it.
AGA, we're getting back together. We have not seen each other live in over 2 years.
Yep, that's right.
I've been on a few Zooms with Mark.
We have. We've seen each other by Zoom, and that Zoom has been a lifesaver for all of us. But tell us what you're feeling about being here and what some of the emotions that you're feeling. Let's give us
That's a really good question. And we actually had a conversation earlier in the year through another association about going back, right? So what was it going to be like? And this is kind of what it is.
We're figuring it out.
In some ways, there was apprehension because my traveling came to an abrupt stop.
Yeah,
February 27th of 2020.
Same.
And so I've had periodic trips this year, but this is my first 4-day trip.
Same.
So there was impact on me. You had a great post because of the family, right? Yeah. Family learning to live without dad when dad's been there. And we're dads, so there's also the mothers that this is happening to. So
I'm a grandfather.
Also the same, different kind of thing.
And a dad to dogs.
So there was a lot of apprehension there, just kind of getting back into that groove. But it's almost like when you hit the ground, there was this big breath of exhale, And it was like, all right, this is like riding a bicycle. And I think the thing for me was the social interaction, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dinner. Just talking with people, being able to have that face-to-face interaction. I am an extrovert.
Really?
Had no idea.
Imagine that.
Listen, you're sitting at the wrong table.
I'm sitting at a table of introverted extroverts. So this has been really good. It's been good for the heart, soul, mind, body, spirit, all of that. Professionally, absolutely had to get out and get going and doing it. So I've been really pleased with the turnout. I think it's probably exceeded AGA's expectations.
I had to guess. I talked to a few of them that are involved on the AGA side, and I think they were, they were worried like all of us. How many what's the operator to vendor ratio?
Right.
You know what we always do, we look at it. But I talked to them today, and they were like, everybody's been so positive about it. And we said it. We were talking with Russell Treat earlier, just down the hall, and he said, it's nice to get out here. And I said, it's nice for AGA to set the tone
I agree.
For other associations. We love all the associations. AGA was just first, really.
That's right. That's right.
And they stepped out, and I think it's going to set a tone with SGA. I don't know if you're going to be at SGA.
Yep, be at SGA.
We'll see you in
2 weeks.
We'll see you in Charlotte in 10 days. whatever it
Yeah,
is.
that's right.
Wow, it is. That's
Yeah, I don't know what
fast.
weeks you live in, but yeah, just knowing SGA is coming up and APG, I mean, we're
LGA,
putting our foot, we're
APGA.
dipping our toe in the water, and we're like, we can do this safely.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I think that's the key,
Obviously,
right?
wearing the vest. I mean,
Well, safety first, right? So not only did we do what we were supposed to do based off of the precautions and everything else from AGA, safety first. Although this is a lot easier wear than my long sleeve Oxford, and so sometimes you got to do a little something different and outside the box, right? To have brand awareness, but also just kind of get out there. And I think AGA doing it in October. Then we have SGA, and then we kind of get back into our normal routine, which is what we hope, right? That normal routine.
Hope and pray.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely agreed.
Man, Mark, it's good to see you, brother.
Likewise, gentlemen.
Absolutely,
Thank you
brother.
so
I
much.
know we'll see you guys later.
We will
yeah,
see you in a
absolutely.
week.
No, we'll see you later tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We are live at the reception,
Allegedly.
supposedly drinking coffee.
Wait,
And water.
5 o'clock Eastern.
I am
could be
drinking
PM, could
coffee.
be AM.
Hey, it's been great seeing you,
Gentlemen,
brother.
Thank you,
take
sir.
care.
Absolutely.
See you real shortly.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Man, Mark Trimble. Well,
Yeah.
Mark Trimble. What is it?
No.
Mark Fiorita.
Yeah.
He has
from
the
Trevor.
fanciest last name of all time.
Fiorita.
Fiorita.
Fiorita. Dan
Hi.
Pajak, come in here. Come
Hey,
on.
come on. We're
Come
coming
on.
in hot.
Let's go.
Steve Allen. We're just going to go right into the next one. No breaks.
No, Dan?
Perfect. Everybody, Steve Allen,
Come on in, Steve.
Executive Director of Pipeline Safety at Energy WorldNet.
Yeah,
The
Steve Allen.
I can't
the
believe I'm here, man.
We can't believe
Steve.
you're
Isn't it awesome?
It's been a year and a half since I was on Jim and James with Kelsey.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we were going to have you back, but you stood there awkwardly on the other side of the camera.
And went like this.
Please let us.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. We've begged Steve to come on
Yeah.
all weekend. He
Now,
said,
I got
all week. It feels like a weekend.
we have Steve
We've
has
been
been,
here for 2 years straight.
Yeah.
Steve has been busy here. He has
He
been
has.
running around pulled
Steve,
every different way.
Tell us some of your highlights from AGA. So you've been in a lot of sessions and committee work and speaking. Tell us,
Okay. Well, I want to preface it by saying the last 2 days have been the best 2 months in the last 2 years that I've had. So, I mean, it's really been
You hear
good. Yeah.
say that again.
Yeah, say it
The
again.
last 2 days have been the best 2 months of the last 2 years.
So
don't
the
even
last
know.
2 days have felt like 2 months to you, right?
No,
Wow.
whatever.
Yeah,
It's
I like
too
it.
late in the day to explain
I think I got it.
So
Tell
highlights, the committee work, the AGA Quality Committee.
Who did we have on earlier from the quality committee? From consumers. She
Uh,
Stephanie
was
Watson.
amazing. Stephanie.
Stephanie Watson,
Holy
yeah.
cow.
She was great.
Makes, I mean, I tell you what, I walk in
Star.
the same room with her, I feel stupid. I mean, she's
Same.
really bright.
She killed us at our own podcast.
I was on
We
the
thought we
floor
had a
trembling.
Because she was, maybe she'd be the boring, SMS person. And she came in and whooped us at her own
Oh, she's
podcast.
good. She's good. So, so the committee work was very good. I had 2 full days of it, and I gave a presentation on contractors and PSMS, and I had 45 minutes scheduled, but the person before me only took half of their time, so now I had an hour and 15 minutes.
Which is a perfect
It's like-
setup for Steve.
For me, I could just kind of stretch
Well,
it
wait a
out
minute.
a little bit.
If Steve doesn't have an hour to hour and 50 minutes,
So yeah,
he gets a little anxious.
yeah. My wife says it's a personality flaw. That
I think it's a personality trait.
Well,
I
yeah.
think it's a personality benefit. Unless it's 6 o'clock at
He
night.
does have a marketing degree.
Okay.
I mean, they called it like communications back then.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. Well, I'm
It was in
kinda-
a different century than we are now. But anyway.
So yeah, ask me what time it is, and I'll tell you how to build a watch. So
I know,
that's
I know. I
unfortunate.
like that.
But,
What else?
so
You spoke?
I spoke. Yeah, I had a nice presentation. Actually, I got another presentation tomorrow
Oh, with Rob Darden.
with Rob Darden on
Friend of the show.
contractor
Yep.
PSMS. So that'll be fun. I'm glad to help out on that. It's a real important topic.
So important.
Yeah.
Listen,
So-
guys.
Contractors and PSMS. It's important. But there's a camera. I wonder where it was.
He keeps looking at the ring light. He's like, these cameras are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was good. Just walking around and seeing people, the excitement.
Yeah.
Everybody's I think they're stir crazy. I mean, they were just glad to get out of the house.
I've shook so many hands and hugged so many necks.
Lots of, what's that called? Hand sanitizer.
Yeah. No, I've been just taking it straight from the bottle. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Kissed a lot of hands, shook a lot of babies. I tell you, it's been a great. That's back. It's been a good week.
How about you talked about the fellowship? You've been in this industry a long time. I mean, in a good way.
Yeah.
Really good way.
Yeah, I got into it.
Is this the longest break you've had from the industry? And I know.
So I was involved with this was when the American Gas Association and the Edison Electric Institute were together. I mean, all their committee work was together. And I was involved with internal auditing committees and information technology committees and customer accounting committees and receivables management committees.
He sounds like a Baptist church, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
The committee of committees.
And so I did that from the mid 80s up until about 2004 when I left the industry. And so I did not engage with another AGA committee until 2018 when I came on board with EWN.
I don't think you told us that. You didn't disclose that to us in the interview.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding.
Steve, we had another discussion.
Steve's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
So it's nice, and the thing is, there's still people doing this that I was involved with.
Yeah,
20 years ago.
Yeah, I saw a person last night that I started working with 13 years ago, and just ran into him. It was like old times.
Yeah. So honestly, I think you asked me what was one of the highlights. Committee work. All the people and so on and so forth. But and I'm breaking my pat myself on the back, I guess. But just walking down the hall with the aisles, and someone said, "Steve," and it's like, I recognize you, but I don't remember your name. Well, anyway, they know all about me.
Well,
and we're talking, and I've lined up lots of calls that I have to make when we get back to the office.
And let me remind our audience too that Steve has a passion, SMS, PSMS.
Me.
Easy way to get a hold of him is on LinkedIn, I would say, would probably be the easiest. One of the easier ways.
If you don't already have his phone number, he's pretty popular. Just ask a friend. They probably have it.
I'll tell you my telephone number.
Look at it.
317-523-7437. I aim to please. Give me a call.
Woo!
So, there we go. Thank you, Steve, for joining us. Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Sounds good.
Steve,
the icon, the guru.
The guru of the gurus.
He's
taught me everything I know about PSMS. Now, I didn't know anything about PSMS before this industry, but Steve would have a speaking topic about every week.
Yeah.
He still does, but every week he'd say, "Hey, James, I've got a PowerPoint I need you to look at." And I'd go, "Okay, Steve." But what was awesome about it, Jimmy, was I learned PSMS because the way I would work on a PowerPoint is I would learn it. And so I got to talk to Steve and say, "Steve, so the other day I slapped the big red button," and he's like, "Holy cow," and continuous improvement, all the things, right? So I've learned so much from Steve.
I agree. Right when he came on board, I had an opportunity at Western Regional Conference out in Vegas to give a presentation on PSMS, and Steve couldn't. And so he wasn't even officially an employee yet. He was just he was literally helping me with this because I had to give a presentation, and that's where Steve and I first connected. And that was in, I'm going to say 2018, early in 2018. No, not that old.
Steve, we're blessed to have Steve.
We are.
The industry is.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
I swear all he does is bring people to the booth now, and he's like, "James, I just need you to meet so-and-so." And I'm like, man, I'm in the right job.
He is like a funnel. He is like, as Chad Kubo calls me, the switchboard, Steve Allen is the switchboard too.
He's the funnel.
All right, James,
man,
let's go get another guest. Woo! Another guest coming right up. It's good to meet you, Jim Shower.
Jeff Kotcamp.
Jeff, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, we have a few connections with TRC Company. Lane Miller and myself, I will not verify that we've been friends for years and years and years. Back to our New Orleans Royal Sonesta days. I won't admit that, okay? We'll never admit that.
You're never going to happen.
And then James has gotten really involved with, and I have too, but James brought Mike Lamont into our fold, and we've had him on Coffee Jim and James.
I've
And
watched it a few times.
good,
So,
good.
You're the person.
Yep.
You're that viewer that we can
Yes,
track
the one
down.
guy.
It was
I'm the
one.
one
I
guy.
knew it was
We
Jeff.
got him right here.
Well, Jeff, how's AGA going for you?
Yeah.
Good.
I know we just started kind of, but
Well, it is. It's new as far as getting started right now. But as far as getting to meet people, see people, getting out as opposed to being sequestered for the last 2 years.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
hey, man.
Yeah, I literally haven't traveled. I used to travel about 120,000 miles a year, and
Yep.
I bet I haven't done 30,000 miles in 2 years.
No,
Yeah,
I
me
just
too.
looked and I had 13 or something, 13,000. So I
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah. I was 1K.
not going to make gold. Not going to make
I
it.
was
I was
United
executive
for a while.
platinum,
I
so
know.
I am not
I
going
can
to
make
touch that
anything.
for another few years.
I'm Marriott Platinum for life, thank goodness. So it just
Well, you got there just before it all went down.
I
huh?
just got
Lifetime.
yeah.
Grandfathered in, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Was that an age joke?
Grandfather
No.
period.
Easy now.
And that age joke will not change how we pay you or treat you as an employee. HR things.
There we go, HR. James is very unique. Not only is our brand,
I've never heard it called that before.
he is very unique. He is our brand guru. He comes up and he and his team come up with all this wonderful decorations. Amy and
Clinton.
Clinton,
Oh, we got a new team.
Scott.
Amy and Clinton and Antonio now.
Antonio. Yep. So, anyways, and he's also over HR. Believe it or not. Now imagine
After
that.
that
Has
comment
it-
you
has
just
it-
made,
I know. That's why I had to put the
you're going to have to take
disclaimer.
it back up to yourself and say, hey, is this a problem?
But the deal is that he loves culture. And that's why it's not the rule part that really drives him, it's the culture. We're bringing culture into it. And getting back to what you were talking about, just being here at this and interacting with everybody, it's a feel, it's an intangible, tangible that you can't.
This
hard
whole
to express.
industry is built on relationships.
It is, isn't
And
it?
if you're
That
not,
sounds familiar.
if you're not
He preaches
connected
that.
with the relationships and you're not able to be able to press the flesh with each individual, you're going nowhere. So it's nice to see. It's also nice to see that people are breaking down some of the barriers that they've been having.
Hey, man.
Not worried about certain things. I mean, life's too short, right?
Yep.
To be sequestered inside of a
Well,
room for the next 2 or 3 years doesn't make any sense to me.
well, we're seeing the results of it. AGA's put on a great event. It already looks great. We saw the numbers charge up at the end, which was nice. I think I was saying it earlier. I think getting out here will kind of pave the way for the next series of events coming up. We got SGA here in a couple of weeks and a few other LGA coming up.
Yep.
I think this will set a tone, and hopefully by next year we'll get back in there.
I hope so too.
I absolutely agree with you guys. I mean, it's just one of those things that somebody has to pave the way. And once they break down the, break the tape, right?
That's it.
Once you do it, it's somebody pulled their finger out of the dike, and the way we're going now, we're
Let's
back
go.
to reality again, and it's starting to be business as usual.
I like it.
Jeff, appreciate you
it.
coming back.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Have a good
Take care. Good
rest of the
luck.
week.
Absolutely. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm gonna.
Man. All right. Hey, we're going to come back.
We'll be right back after this moment from our sponsors, brought to you by Ashley Jesco,
In Energy World, man.
powered by Energy World Net. Well, James, the time has come. We are wrapping this unbelievable conference, AGA biannual ops conference, to an end. It has been a action-packed 3 days. There's still a little bit more going on tomorrow, to be honest with you. The exhibit hall will be done, but we do have some more networking and other
Other more
items
work to do, like the pool.
we
Cannot confirm or deny.
we will see what happens.
If we get this booth knocked down, I may be at the pool tomorrow. I ain't
like
going to
it.
lie. We deserve it.
It was an incredible 3 days, long days.
You know, I met people today that I would consider an icon
Yes.
in the industry. Several, like not even just like, oh, we got somebody. We got tons of bodies.
Oh, it was nonstop. It was absolutely nonstop.
Let's think about it.
Kevin Miller, Mary
Phil Wiggers.
Mary Palkovich.
Holy cow. We had Jill on, some of our best champions. Mark Fiorita.
Yep.
Clock Spring NRI.
Steve Allen. Our own Steve Allen.
7 hours long. No, I'm just kidding, Steve. We love you, Steve. Steve actually was a rock star. Steve went out. Steve is so connected. He just walks by and people are like, can we be on a podcast? You know, he brought so many people to everyone did.
Yeah, everybody did. And I really, it's all really a blur right now, to be honest.
It really
with
is.
you.
I can't wait to go back and parse through it all because I still can't even believe that this was all in a day and a half.
I know. It's almost a blur. You almost have to think about what day it is. The event we just held here at the booth, at one point I walked around to the other areas to see how the crowds were. We had a majority of the crowds here at this.
I counted
area.
at one point we had 42 people around our booth. And I don't even know if that was the peak because we were over here hustling.
We were here.
Working. I just went over there to get a beer and all of a sudden, or a coffee update.
Coffee. Yep.
And 42 people were standing there. And we were over here on another side, kind of oblivious to it all, right?
It was amazing.
We are blessed, Jimmy.
Oh, we are, my man. I mean, and again, I'm not being prideful, but to walk through here the last 3 days and have people that we know and even those that we don't know come up to us and say, aren't you guys the coffee guys? It really makes it all worthwhile. And it makes us understand that we are doing making some positive differences in the industry. And that is what I thrive on.
I had high expectations for this event, but it blew those away.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So good.
Yeah.
Jeff said something the other day in a comment, and he said, y'all started interviewing industry icons, and then now y'all are.
Yeah, he did say that.
This week felt like it.
Yeah.
And I'm not tooting our horn. It's more of just realizing how powerful what we've done is.
It was fulfilling a need of the industry, and through your brains and
your luck and happenstance.
It was great. It's been great.
Hey guys, AGA week shutting down. We got one more day, but man, such a success, such a great event. Glad to do it safely. Glad to do it with all these people. Win, win, win.
Absolutely.
Glad to do it with you, man.
You, brother.
Like the greatest.
Wouldn't do it with
I don't even
anybody
have
else.
a voice anymore. Man.
I know.
I
I'm
feel like
getting
I've talked
hoarse
for like 27 hours straight.
I'm getting hoarse. And when I get hoarse, I could talk till the cows come home. So the cows must have came home. We got to put a fork in this bad
they're shutting us down as we're talking. People are shutting down around us. Jimmy, let's get out of here, brother.
Let's do it, brother.
Love you.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.